Hey Boaz, what's up?
Well, everything is good. Working hard.
Sorry?
Working hard.
Yes, I can attest to that.
Working hard, but not on wood guitars.
Yeah, and don't you miss it? Don't you miss working on wooden, classical, acoustic, whatever, on wood guitars?
I
But
don't.
You've been doing this all your life, and all of a sudden now you're with the plastic. Not all of a sudden. I mean, you've been doing the plastic for a while, but
Look, I always was experimenting materials.
right.
And the thing is that the wood is very expensive. And this is not my problem that it's expensive because the customer pay for it. But think about it. My customer always, it's collectors, studio recorders, rich people. And I had a mission 25 years ago to make a guitar to the people and to make it low cost. So I think now time is right to develop this instrument. I thought about it 25 years ago, but now with the three-dimension printers, with the computer programs for designing parts like AutoCAD or SolidWorks and others, now it's time that I can take my imagination into reality, things that I could do it 25 years ago, but it will cost me a fortune. And now it doesn't cost anything. I just sit down and release. Of course, it's a lot of work, but I'm excited building guitars. And it doesn't matter if I build them from wood, plastic, or cow shit. Then what difference it make? I make guitars, I make new designs. I'm thinking, I switch it now to composite materials. Plastic, we say plastic and we think, okay, plastic, it's this
Crap.
Or plastic bags that you get in the super. Plastics, it's a big world that I wish wood was there. It's like, you can reach it with fiber. Some plastic are fragile, some flexy, some very flexy, some strong and flexy. Some rich with different kind of fiberglass or carbon fibers, Kevlar fibers. Some shrink 5%, some 0.5%. Some don't shrink. So, if you design a fingerboard, you cannot work with the plastic that shrink because then it will get out of tune. So this is a dynamic. It's a lot of thinking here, and I love it. Yeah.
So we're not gonna see any more wooden guitars from you?
No, I didn't say that. I love making guitars. Now I'm doing wood guitars. Was a signal here. You heard it? Yeah. But now it's time for me to have a new adventure and have a new direction into moving into electric guitars made out of composites. Look, in the past I made guitars from carbon fibers. I also made guitars from fiberglass. I was working in the Technion Institute. We make a guitar out of titanium. Yeah. And I tried to make guitars in the old days from pressed cardboard. I made guitars from different kind of woods. And so I'm not, life is not square for me.
For people who build wooden guitars, and will they still be able to come and or ask you questions about their work, wooden guitars, advice?
Yeah, people can ask questions. I always was generous giving answers, but there's a different problem. I think I forgot how to make guitars. I think I forgot how to sharpen a knife, something I did 30 years.
No. You haven't forgotten anything.
I did not forget, no, but my mind is not there. Right there's aluminum guitar, so see, there's it doesn't matter as long as I make guitars. As long as I'm associate with music, one thing for sure, I still play.
Yeah.
I still perform and play. I give my concerts on my special string instrument. Yeah, so it's how to tell you. It's like somebody goes every day to work, every day that direction, and one day just take a different direction and you see different thing. So we need the variety.
What are the challenges that you're facing these days, guitar wise?
There's many challenges. The main challenge for working on this design was to lower cost. That was my goal. All of my guitars till that point was very expensive. I have some guitars that sold for $64,000 US, many for $32,000 and $21,000. My cheapest guitar is around $8,000 US. So that's the way I worked. Expensive materials, expensive workmanship, one at a time, no power tools. But then I start thinking, okay, I want exactly the opposite. Make it the cheapest, so everybody can afford it. And you know what? We achieved it so well that was with the space of the profit. Although it was cheap, still was a space for profit. That now we fill it up with more expensive pickups and better tuners and more glamour plastic. Yeah, so it is. We reach a point that it's people saying it's not a toy. It doesn't sound like a toy. It doesn't sound like plastic. You have this famous question that you ask everybody: does it feel like plastic to you? And everybody said no, because it's all part of the design and the concept, and I'm very happy with it.
So the challenge was, of course, to make it, a lot less expensive, but yet not,
not compromising.
Without compromising the sound.
Not only not compromising, bring it to a different level. Not only just bring it to a different level. Think fresh, and that's why I took the truss rod out. There's no truss rod. I changed the metal frets to composite frets. You can have it as an option with metal frets, but there's no need. So here it is. Here it is. And it was a long way, but it wasn't a long way because I suffered. It's not. It was a long way because that's what I like to do. I like to do things slowly. And I like to do them as good as I can. I like to get advice, and we put incredible team. It's not, it's a teamwork. We have Gilad that working day and night on details, on new idea how to make them more functional on a long term. There's a way of thinking in business. Make it so it worked for 2 years and then somebody need to buy a new one. Not here. No, I wanted to last a century. I really wanted to last a century. So it's a different way of thinking. I don't want people coming back and buy more so I make more money. No, I want people just to have something that is good because it's good and that will make history. So it's a different way of thinking. And since I'm leading this team, I'm leading it in a way I think and not in the way business should be. Yeah, maybe it's bad for business. So what's going to happen? I tell you what is the worst going to happen. The worst going to happen that everyone who buy this guitar going to have this guitar forever and not buy another one, and then we're not going to make money, and I go back and make wood guitars again, or maybe cow shit guitars, the real bull guitars. Yeah.
What are the challenges that in the foreseeable future for you? with this guitar or whatever?
What I see is a department of develop that I'm sitting there in front of very clever people in terms of mechanical, and that I throw ideas to them and we work together to make it happen. My vision is to make guitars for the young generation, which means half size and 3/4. Maybe I'll start with 3/4 and then, yeah. But I want guitars for the young people. Always young people don't have, you see a child sitting with something like that, you know? What kind of joy, imagine, yeah? So now imagine a child sitting with something proportional to his size. I understand the parents, they don't want to spend those money. But now, they don't need to spend much. And, you know, they can sell it after 2 years or give it away to somebody else and make them happy. I want to make the bass guitars. I talked to Tony Grenier. I promised him that I'm going to work on his bass guitar. So once the pressure is out, Tony Grenier is Bob Dylan bass guitarist and his music producer, and so on and so on. So we're gonna work with him on a bass guitar, and I'm very excited. I think bass players will, you know, it's excites me. A new project. Yeah. I don't want to say mandolins and ukuleles and stuff like that. And I'm sure it will come, but at this point I want to focus on guitars for the very young generation, boys and girls, and bass guitars for boys and girls. Yeah.
Anything you want to say to your fans before we finish?
Well, my fans, they think Boaz making nice wood guitars, but try to understand that I also have needs to have new direction, experience new adventures, and this is my way of have some varieties in my life. And I cannot see myself doing the same thing. You know how many times I make guitar, classic guitar bridge? Well, according to my list, there were 400 and so times. Well, you saw, I made it just like I'm bored. You know how many times I put frets in a guitar? Or put braces and shave them and try to see. It's enough, I want to... You know what Rick Turner told me once? The famous Rick Turner, Rick Turner. He said, Boaz, I just want to see piles of guitars. I want to see piles and piles of guitars. And I thought, what, the guy's crazy? How nice is to see one at a time, special one. Now, you know what I want to see, Morris? I want to see piles and piles of guitars. Yeah. Why? Because I had one at a time, each one is different. And now I want to see the same thing just running and do it fast and do it good, not compromising on quality while production is working. Yeah, and I hope I can, I know it will make a lot of people happy. You will see in 2 years from now, maybe 3, I don't know, you will see that we get people from all over the world, from countries that you never heard before. Not just USA, Holland and Denmark and Germany, USA, Holland, then sometimes Japan, sometimes Australia. No! Now you're going to see people from, I don't want to insult third world countries where people are poor, but you're going to hear it's just people from all over sending clips of playing these guitars and enjoying it and feeling wonderful. By the support of the first one to buy it from Germany, Europe and America. So it's an echo of things that are going to go crazy.
Right.
And it's a vision that they have, and we're working on it.
So Boaz, the visionary industrialist.
Well, give it any name you want. I don't know, on better names. You see how long we thought what it should be named, and then we just said Boaz. Okay, yeah. You have Fender after Fender, Leo Fender. You have Gibson after Gibson, and I guess that's the way it works. People know that I don't sign my wood guitars for the last 8 years. Morris, did we ever talk about it?
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
On the last 8 years, I did not sign my guitars inside. There's no paper that says luthier, Boaz, and the year. It's just the guitar that I finish and send it to the customer. So, and now suddenly I see this Boaz everywhere. It's not good for my ego. When my ego go high, I feel not happy. But I guess that's the way to do business. So we took decision that those guitars going to be called Boaz, and I see Boaz everywhere. Yeah, which is, it's not so easy for me.
We really love to see a lot of Boaz everywhere.
Okay, but you know, it's Boaz, Boaz, Boaz. My ego is in touching the clouds. So I think I should grow a big beard, put some diaper on my head, and wear a dress and go to some faraway country and keep myself quiet.
Yeah, but then you'll see a Boaz guitar there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Boaz. I'm gonna post it, and people, they can write, they can say whatever they want, and we remember them.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. There's Well, I'm changing direction, 180.
Good stuff. I think the world is going to gain a lot from it, from that 180 degrees that you made.
I'm sure that many people in third world countries going to love me, and those who love tradition, old-fashioned, collectible guitars, well, they have no reason to hate me. They can still do that. But, they need to understand that I have a vision. My vision is to deliver the guitar to those who cannot afford a real guitar.
Yeah, but, having said that, and that's very admirable, and I think that's your vision, and I think that is, this is the vision behind the guitar. I have traveled with this guitar. We traveled together in the USA, and even like top end players, they love the guitar. So even some people are gonna say, oh, it's not wood, it's plastic or whatever, but after they will really pay attention and really hear other players play it, eventually they will have a Boaz One.
Well,
this is my belief.
Okay, good. Look, you're going to the NAMM show on the 18th.
Yes.
So you're going to show it to the knockouts, the killers.
Yes.
See what they say.
Yes. Okay, Boaz.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Absolutely.
Bye bye.
Bye now.